Hello everybody, my name is Silvia Walukiewicz. For several years I have been working as a life and personality coach, as a psychologist and as a sensitive and mediumistic consultant. I also give workshops and seminars on various topics of spiritual development. One of the issues I often see in my clients is an imbalance between giving and receiving. An example of such an imbalance is when you try extremely hard at work, maybe even working overtime and sometimes worrying about optimizing the current task even during your free time. However, the expected recognition in the form of praise, salary increase, or promotion doesn't manifest. The same thing often happens in partnership. You make a great effort, want to give the partner everything they need, but you don't feel that your efforts are reciprocated. Why is that, one can wonder? What is the reason why I feel so unappreciated? There are several answers to this question. One of the reasons for this could be that one is so focused on giving that there is little space left to receive. In other words, one is so focused on actively giving something in order to fulfill the needs of the environment, respectively, to meet all the demands which are made on us, so that one is rarely in the passive mode. Since receiving is more a kind of passive process, it is important to balance the active act of giving with the passive act of receiving while being relaxed, so that one can get back what one deserves. Another reason could be old patterns and beliefs that have been drummed into us during our childhood or by society. For example, that whenever you get a gift, you should give something back immediately, or that receiving has less worth than giving. If these beliefs prevail, they will be reflected in our everyday life, which leads to frustration, since one is not allowed to simply receive something because of the social conditioning. A third reason could be that you give yourself too little back in the form of praise, recognition, or time with yourself. In this way, too much energy is given to the outside world and too little to oneself. According to the law of resonance, the outside world is, among other things, a mirror of how one deals with oneself. If you give a lot to the outside world and do not take care of yourself to fill the tank, this expenditure is reflected in your everyday life. A fourth reason, which I would like to briefly discuss, is the lack of self-esteem. If, as a child or adolescent, you have been shown or repeatedly told that you are not able to do something, that you are not good enough, or that you first have to do something to receive something, then you may have started to give yourself less value. The result of having low self-esteem is the feeling that you are not worthy of being given anything back for your efforts, nor are you worthy of just receiving something without having done anything for it. This inner attitude can also lead to the absence of the desired reward, because you have a profound belief that you are not worthy to receive it. In this short video, it is impossible for me to go into more detail about these causes. At this point, however, I would like to show a little exercise that can foster the balance between giving and receiving. Enjoy it! Now, I would like to show you a little exercise for creating more balance between giving and receiving. For this little exercise, please take a seat, open your chest, keep your back straight, and put your feet on the ground. So, and then imagine that you have between your hands a globe. And we start the exercise by imagining that you give something from your heart into your right arm. The right arm is the giving arm. So you imagine that you give really something from the depth of your heart into your right arm, let it flow into your right hand, into the globe. And then from the globe, which is between your hands, it can flow into the left arm, which is the receiving arm. So you receive the energy you have given into the globe, into your left hand, through your left arm, and back into your heart. So after having done it once, you can do it again. So imagine one more time that you give something from the depth of your heart. Doesn't matter to whom you give it, or to your boss, to your partner, to your children. Just give because you like to give, and you give from your heart without expecting anything back. So imagine that you give something from your heart into the right arm, through your right hand, into the globe, and then back to the left arm, which is the receiving arm. So allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive all the beautiful things you encounter during your day, in your life. You receive from people, maybe a smile or just an appreciation. So just open your mind to receive, and to receive it into your heart, and to give from your heart just because you like to give. And of course, when you do this exercise repeatedly, you will create another energetic state and more balance between giving and receiving. So try it once again. You start from your heart and you give into your energy into the globe, and you receive it through your left arm back into your heart. In that way you can create an energetic flow which balances your inner energies. And this inner balance has an impact on your everyday life. So I would recommend you to do this little exercise daily for about 2-3 weeks, for let's say 2-3 minutes a day. Of course, if you want, you can exercise it more often. It's up to you, but you will really see the results of doing this little easy exercise with big effects. So enjoy doing this exercise, enjoy giving and receiving, and hopefully see you soon.